So I have a new DNA test results, and it's kind of telling. So I did the 23andMe, and I talked about that before. And it told me basically that I was 63% British and Irish, 14.4% French and German. There was like 2% Scandinavian, Iberian, Jewish, little tiny bit Chinese. And so I also, when I did the DNA test with 23andMe, I went to, I was trying to find my father, my birth father, and that didn't give me anything that told me who he was. I thought it would at least share with me who was in my family that, with his last name. That's what I was basically hoping for, to find someone with his last name, but I couldn't find anyone. So someone told me from from 23andMe, the first person on the list I spoke with, and she is apparently on my mother's side, but she told me you should go to Ancestry and populate your tree, and they have tools for finding people on there. And I did that. I populated my mom's tree all the way back to the 1300s. So I found the British and Irish, and I I started looking for my father's name with different variations of the spelling, and I finally, after a couple of weeks, I finally found him, but I wasn't positive it was him. So I decided to do the Ancestry DNA, and which I really couldn't afford, but it was on sale, just like the 23andMe was. So I did that, and then I found that the person who I thought was my father is my father, or was my father, because he's passed away. But I did find a brother, and we've been speaking on. We've been, at first we were talking on Facebook. He lives in Germany, so he's 9 hours ahead of me. So the only time we can really talk is in the mornings here. And that time he's usually going to bed. So we've been Skyping, and we do that on Saturday. He doesn't really he's got a bad back, so he can't really sit there for a long time talking on Facebook or on Skype. So we only do it on Saturday, and that's fine. I don't want to overwhelm him. So so I did the Ancestry DNA. The results are finally back, and it shows a little different amount of British and Irish. This shows that I have more British and Irish than I had previously thought. From 23andMe. 23andMe, I'm loading it now. 23andMe says that I'm 63% British and Irish, and AncestryDNA says that I'm 67% British, England, Wales, and Northwestern Europe. And I'll put those results on the screen. And then it says 26% Ireland and Scotland. So 67 and 26, that's a little more than 63% British and Irish. And then it's got the 4% Sweden and 3% European Jewish. It doesn't have any of the Iberian or the Italian, because I think those results are too small. I don't know. I have no idea why they didn't list those, but it does show on Ancestry the timeline from 1700 all the way to 1925, to show me at what point in those time periods in history those family members came over to the United States. Um, I was looking at the timeline for European Jewish, and I started at 1700s, I went to 1925, and one of the people pinned on the United States was my mother. She would be quite shocked to know that, because she was a Christian, and um, I, I don't know what she would have thought about that. I think it's kind of cool, but anyway, so Ancestry did show me who my um, DNA relatives are, and I'll put something on the screen that will show you um, how close this is. I'm loading it now. So, um, okay, the first person on my list, I'm not going to say a name, but um, in the when you click on the person's name and then it says predicted relationships, close family, possible range, close family to first cousin, confidence extremely high, and then there's like a little blue circle with a or with a little I in there, I guess for information. It says amount of shared DNA, 1,871 centimorgans shared across 55 DNA segments. Okay, so I didn't know what that meant. I didn't even look at the at that centimorgans because I didn't know. Um, I don't know what that means, but someone sent me this. This says that 1,871 centimorgans means that we are 100% relationship probabilities 100%. They're either a grandparent, an aunt or an uncle, a half sibling, a niece, a nephew, or a grandchild. And okay, this person, I'm 48. This person is it. They put age range 40 to 49. Okay, so they can't be a grandparent. It can't be an aunt and uncle because all my aunts and uncles are in their 70s. Um, it couldn't be a niece or a nephew because he's my age. And as far as I know, my brother, who is 50, did not have a child at the age of, I don't know, 5. And it couldn't be a grandchild because I don't have any kids. So I think this is another brother. And I'm pretty sure it's another brother. So that is a bit shocking because I went looking for my father and I found my brother. Um, and now Ancestry is telling me I have another brother. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting to say the least. So I don't know what, I contacted this person and I only messaged or sent him a message yesterday, so he hasn't gotten back to me. Um, I'm sure it took my brother about 2.5 or 3 weeks to respond to me. So I don't know how long it's going to take this person. This person hasn't been online on Ancestry in a month. This person has not been on Ancestry in a month, so I don't know if he's going to respond to me or not. I mean, I'm sure he'll respond eventually, but I don't know how soon. But anyway, so uh, those are interesting results, and I look forward to talking to this person, I guess. We'll see where it goes. Um, so I've been talking with my brother, and I've been kind of freaked out about, telling him that I'm gay because I've been rejected by so many people in my life. My mother rejected me. My stepfather rejected me. My sister rejected me. Um, I was at the homeless shelter, and I came out of the closet to one of the volunteers, and she rejected me. And she was a lesbian. um, well, she didn't reject me. She basically said, "Don't tell anyone, because if you tell someone, they will kick you out." Um, Flower wanted to be in the video. Hello, hello, hello. So I worked at McDonald's. I came out of the closet and they rejected me. Um, I worked at a Clark Drugs in Canoga Park, and I came out of the closet to a manager and she rejected me. So I have a long history of being rejected and not wanting to basically come out of the closet to people because I don't want them to reject me. And so when I told my brother, I was very scared. I was on the verge of tears before I spoke with him because I was so freaked out. He didn't care. It was like, oh, okay, well, what else? So that was really a relief, a huge relief. So anyway, so that's all I have for now. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.